Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 18th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Tuesday out there so far. Everybody has a great Tuesday evening. Everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about potential tropical cyclone warning still. Has not begun to make landfall into Mexico. We'll be taking a little bit of information on it. Also, your forecast for your Wednesday and Thursday. Also, the Watches Warning Advisory map currently. Also, we're going to take a look at the tropics over the next 2 weeks. And also, we're going to take a look at our current tropical situation here at the end of this broadcast. So stick around to the entire video. Do not miss a beat of this forecast. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit them bell notifications under the video. So that way when a video is issued, you will get my notification. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see here, this is what we was talking about just a few minutes right here. That's why, yeah, because the moisture is to the north and moisture is to the south. So the center of rotation is somewhere about right in this vicinity here. So, but if it gets a closed circulation a little bit better, this will become Tropical Storm Alberto. See if we can pull up the forecast cone here from the National Hurricane Center. Okay, as you can see here, the center of rotation, this is at 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This is the center of the storm, still post-tropical storm. By 1 p.m. Wednesday, it looks to become a tropical storm Alberto, make landfall here in western Mexico, and then become a tropical depression by 1 p.m. Thursday. Warnings have been posted from up here in the south around the Houston area all the way down to eastern Mexico. Alright, here is the 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time Advisory, located near latitude 22.1 north, longitude 92.7 west. Maximum sustained winds near 40 miles an hour with higher gusts, moving to the north at 6 miles per hour. But it will make that northwest turn over the next 24 hours or so. Alright, right now, like I said, still classified as a storm with the 40 miles per hour winds. As soon as it gets that circulation a little better, it will become Tropical Storm Alberto. Let's close it right into Mexico, move across central Mexico through the Baja area of California, and then move into the eastern Pacific later on down the road. So, alright, let's take a look at the intensity guidance of the system. It's not going to last very long. Alright, you can see it got about pretty much about 35 knot winds, pretty much in tropical storm status, then eventually drops off about 36 to 72 hours down the road and become a tropical wave over central Mexico, and well, north central Mexico, that is, but bringing lots of precipitation to Mexico. Alright, now let's move on to your forecast. This is for your Wednesday. As you can see, we got thunderstorms and showers from Maine down to Pennsylvania, Indiana, Illinois, down to Missouri, New Mexico, back up toward through the Nebraska, South Dakota, also through portion of western North Dakota, back into Montana, northern Washington State. We had that tropical storm warning down here, but we're going to be making landfall in Mexico on Wednesday. Flash flooding and heavy rain possible over South Texas, again up here in portions of Oklahoma and Kansas. And portions of Montana and Washington State has a few pockets of mixed precipitation. Also, we got thunderstorms and showers from southern South Carolina to Georgia to the Florida Keys, Gulf of Mexico, also into Texas, New Mexico, and like I said, over toward Missouri as well. We have a pocket of mixed precipitation also in Colorado. Alright, otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of much of Canada, much of the northwestern U.S., portion of the north, portion of the Four Corners, Gulf of California, also down into portions of Mexico, Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, the Bahamas, portion of the south and southeast, mid-Atlantic, also toward Newfoundland and New Brunswick. All of this activity is for your Wednesday, June 19th. Alright, as you can see here, we got some thunderstorms and showers from up here near Maine to New York State to Pennsylvania to Michigan, back to Minnesota, right on the Canadian-U.S. border, up there as well, stretching down toward New Mexico, Texas, also into Mexico, central Mexico, also into portions of the Gulf of Mexico, much of Florida, also southeast coast. Heavy rain, flash flooding expected over portions of Texas, South Texas, and western Texas. Again, from South Dakota to Minnesota, Wisconsin, portions of southeastern North Dakota. Otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of much of Canada, northwestern U.S., western U.S., also the Gulf of California, western Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, the Bahamas, the south central U.S., also toward the Ohio, Tennessee Valley, southeast and mid-Atlantic region, also portions of New Brunswick and Newfoundland. All of these activities for your Thursday, June 20th. Alright, here's the current watch and warning advisory. Here is a tropical storm warning down in the Gulf of Mexico and also across southeast Texas. Flash flood watches there as well, special weather statements also. Coastal flood advisory for portions of Louisiana with river flood warnings in eastern Texas there as well. Also, we have some heat advisories over here in portions of West Texas, also in one county there in New Mexico. More heat advisories up here in Iowa, back in the Illinois, also in the Michigan, Indiana, also in Ohio, West Virginia through Pennsylvania, all the way into Maine. Excessive heat warnings also in effect for the Maine, back in the portion of New Hampshire. Pockets out here in portions of Pennsylvania, also Michigan, also in Ohio, and also Indiana. Also, we have tornado watches also in effect for portions of Minnesota. Flash flood warnings to the north. Severe thunderstorm watches also from Iowa back into Kansas and Nebraska, with ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings in the yellow. Flash flood watch also in effect for portions of Nebraska. Let's see, special weather statement for Illinois and Indiana. Also some air quality alerts there as well for Indiana, maybe northwest, northern portions of Kentucky. We got excessive heat watches in effect for Arizona. Some frost advisory for Nevada, portions of Idaho, and also into portions of North Dakota, with a few flash flood watches also to the northwest there in Minnesota. Flood advisory there also. We have one county in Montana with a winter weather advisory and some let's see, red flag warning in California. Also, we have some areas of small craft advisory from Washington State down to California, South Carolina coast down to the Gulf of Mexico towards southeast Texas, also around the Hawaiian Chain Island. Also, the areas south of Alaska, we've got some hydro issues there. Red flag warnings inland. Red flag warning also for Colorado, special weather statement in Colorado, wind advisory there as well. Alright. Alright, you can see this is valid week 2, June 26th through 2024 through July 2nd, 2024. We have a 20% chance of development during that time frame in portions of the Caribbean Sea, also in the Gulf of Mexico, with heavier precipitation in portions of the Central Caribbean Sea, also into the Western Atlantic, also in the MDR region, also some over in portions of areas of South Africa. Dry conditions projected in portions of central and southern portions of the Atlantic Ocean, back into northern portions of the South America region, and drier than normal across the United States. Alright, now here is week 3, July 3rd through July 9th. Pretty quiet in the Atlantic Basin with a few pockets of dry air, also in the La Nina region there as well, and more heavy more 20% chance of some kind of storm developing in the western Atlantic Ocean. Same over there as well in week 2. Alright, finally we're going to wrap it up with current tropical weather outlook. As you can see here, there's a system here in the Atlantic, have a 10 and 20% chance of development, and there's potential tropical cyclone 1. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday evening, folks. Take care.